So, I've been getting more motivated to play Minecraft Survival recently, and I must say, I've already achieved quite a bit. I have a villager trading hall which should suffice me with all the enchantment books I could ever need. For XP, I am using my Enderman grinder. I've got an iron farm because, iron is quite handy. And of course, the creeper farm, because I need something to power all of the elytras that I've made so far. I've even started building, and I must say, I'm quite proud of what I have achieved. But despite all of that, there's one thing that I'm still missing, and it's a base. Currently, I'm on this island, and I have this hole with a bunch of chests inside, and that is fine and all, but it's not a real home. What I need is a bigger hole. Okay, now we've got that finished, and I think I can finally show you what I am planning on doing with this place. It's a bit messy because, it's still my branch mine, and I think if I position myself right here and then cut, there we go. Quick disclaimer, I do not know how to draw, so this is supposed to be pillars. It doesn't look like pillars, but you get the picture, right? Like there's gonna be lots of them, and then there's gonna be like a triangular roof or something dug out, and it's supposed to look like the Parthenon. And I think it's gonna look quite okay. I don't know. I like the idea of it. The only question left to answer now is what's gonna be the block palette, and I already have an idea. Yes, the kelp block. I think this block is gonna make quite a good pillar. Actually, no, that's a lie. I know it's gonna make a good pillar. And that's because I completely ripped off the color palette and design from Exhumovoid. Now, it's not a one-to-one copy, obviously there's gonna be differences, but I to be honest, I'm not that good of a builder, so I need to get a lot of inspiration. But I still have to farm the kelp, and like, remember back in 1.13 when everyone made kelp farms for smelting and stuff, and then bamboo came out and everyone forgot that kelp even existed? Yes, because of that, I've never actually made a kelp farm myself. So, I mean, how hard could that possibly be? It was actually extremely easy. I mean, it was basically on my first try. Pretty obvious design. It's just like sugarcane, but it's easier than sugarcane because it's in water and then it flows up. So when the kelp grows pretty high, the piston extends, kelp breaks, and everything swims up into these water streams and then falls down into hoppers. So yeah, it's very simple. Let's just test it out real quick. There we go, you can see it's working properly. And the kelp is falling down, perfect. So now all I gotta do is build this in my survival world. Okay, so I built it right here next to my iron farm, so I can AFK at both places at once. And it's basically underground, and then the water streams go into this tube with a soul sand block. So it's basically a bubble column which takes all the items up and goes through the tube right at my feet where I can just pick it up. And I think this looks quite cool. It's definitely better than just the entire machine on the outside, because I think that would look pretty ugly. And I have some hoppers and chests. I'm just gonna place them here and then I'll go AFK for the night. I have been AFK for about 8 or 9 hours now, and I've already looked into the chest, and I must say it's very disappointing. I expected like a lot more. I don't know, like at least the second double chest or something, but at least I made some iron. I mean, yes, it is disappointing, but I think it should be enough, and I will just craft it up and I'll see how far. I'm not sure what to say. Like, somehow I managed to forget that you need dried kelp for dried kelp blocks. Like, I could have just put a smoker, something, but I didn't. And I also found a mistake in my farm, so play back the clip from earlier.
It was actually extremely easy.
Turns out it wasn't extremely easy, because when a piston extends, it's like placing a block there, and when it does that, it basically like deletes the water block. And when you have like an item, when you have like an item here, and like you try to swim up, but it can't because there's not a water source there, and anyways, that was really frustrating. So I ended up just smelting all the kelp, which by the way took some time, like maybe another hour or something with AFK time. And now I could finally sit down and start building. But before I do that, look at what I found. Like, there was just diamonds under my beacon. Like, I don't know how long these have been here. Like, I told you this used to be my branch mine, but I mean, I'm not complaining. Yes, that's all of it. I've made a couple pillars, but now I don't have any more kelp. Oh fuck. Anyways, I'll have to fix the kelp farm, and then I'll have to go for another AFK session. I don't think it should be too hard, just have to push all the walls forward, and that should be it. But that's it for this video, because nobody told me YouTube would be this hard. Like, look at this man. Look at how many buttons there are here. Do you understand how they work? Because I don't.